What is up, my friends? My name is Ecothrumi, and today I was on stream doing some queen pop attacks and mass miner attacks, both for farming, trying to find some huge loot, and I'm going to share some of the best ones with you guys right now. Thank you all for coming down to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you are subscribed, you are part of the ETM fam. If you are not, you should definitely be subscribing to the channel right now, because I come out with Clash of Clans and Clash Royale content every single day, and I've been doing live streams, guys, every other day, so hopefully you guys come down to some of those as well. As you can see, I pick away at the external structures with those archers, and then I spam those miners in right into the center of the base. I send my queen in as well to pick away along one side of the base, take out some of those defenses, and as you can see, the miners quickly take out the enemy queen. My queen is walking, helping to distract a little bit, so these miners right over here save themselves a little bit of life. And I actually make a mistake on one of my heal spells, I believe. I think I miss one of my heals in this attack right here, but the miners still come through in crystal leagues, guys. There is tons of loot and a lot of dead bases, and as you can see, that's the heal spell that I missed right there. I thought those miners were going into the center, but they didn't. They completely went in the wrong direction, so I had to use another heal. A waste of a heal spell is a big deal with those mass miners, and they completely missed that Tesla farm, which is tough. So we're gonna see how this goes. As you can see, I'm getting a ton of loot from this attack, whether I 3-star it or not. The queen is still walking, but she's about to go down, and there she goes after taking out that builder's hut. But the miners are still going around the base. I have 2 heal spells, and the plan is to use one outside of the core and then hope that those miners can make it into the core and heal them up while they're there. I may even use the haste spell, which was actually being saved for Laloon for a queen pop attack, but I may use it in the center here. I don't really remember. I think I do. So I really want them to speed up and take out those Teslas so they can get that dark elixir. We'll see how that goes. So one of the heal spells was used, and remember, those miners are being healed up while they're underground as well, guys. So it's really important to know that, especially when dealing with those Inferno towers. Now, as you can see, I'm going to be getting around 6,000, almost 7,000 dark elixir out of this raid. And here we go. That heal spell's right in the core. We have the archers picking away at the top. The miners down here in the core, they're working on that town hall, and it goes down. The town hall has a lot of hit points, guys, so you need to know that your miners are going to spend a lot of time on it, and you're going to want to make sure that they're being healed up while they're there. More miners are coming in for support. The dark elixir storage is going down. The sweepers are going to be going down, and then those Teslas. It's going to be a 100%. Mass miners always bringing it home for the win, guys. I love the strategy. It is my favorite farming strategy for sure, but you can't forget about the queen pop. Let's look at this attack. Right, those are the attacks on me. My attack right here using queen pop. This loot is crazy. 557 gold, 825,000 elixir, and almost 6,000 dark elixir. You start with the Zap Quake, taking out one of those air defenses, leaving you with a triangle of air defenses, and you split your hounds and you loon behind, you haste them through, and you try and get that rage spell to drop right on top of the queen, so when those hounds pop, the pups will go after the queen under rage and take her out. Now, I am no master of queen pop. I'm doing very well farming with the miners, but with queen pop, I'm fairly new at it. And actually, this was recorded on stream, and Cast and Blast was there with us, and Cast and Blast is the creator of the queen pop attack strategy. If you don't know him, you're going to want to check out his channel, where he does tons of tutorials on attack strategies. As you can see, the queen just went down. We have one more hound tanking and one haste spell in the bag. I use it on these balloons right here to zip them over to that air defense, just to take it out before we run into any trouble, and then it's just cleanup time. And balloons are a great way to clean up. Balloons and hogs, they just kind of float themselves over the walls or jump over the walls and take out the rest of the base. And as you can see, this base is going to be cleaned up with pups, balloons, and even one unpopped lava hound. But Cast and Blast, like I said, is the creator of this attack strategy. He is the professional, the OG of queen pop. If you haven't checked out his channel, you definitely should. Learn more about the strategy. It's viable for both farming and for war. It is legit, and you should be doing it. As you guys can see, finding dead bases make this strategy completely easy. And even with those live bases on his channel, he can show you better than I can how to attack those live bases in war using the queen pop strategy. But let's double time through the rest of this right here. It's just about getting those storages, but the loot that I get at the end, guys, is huge. One of the best loot grabs that I had in the entire stream using either one of the strategies. And what I'm going to ask you in this video is, which strategy do you prefer? Do you like Mass Miner, or do you like using Queen Pop? Now mind you, you can't use Mass Miner as a Town Hall 9 because you don't have miners yet as a Town Hall 9. But you can use Queen Pop, and we have another one right here. Check out this loot. It's a Town Hall 9 that's waiting to be attacked by Queen Pop. I go in on that air defense on the outside right over there, and I'm going to go in on the Queen side with the Hound and with those balloons behind. I send a few loons in first just so that they could be not too far behind. And there we go, all the loons being dropped in, and the haste spells are going to be coming in very soon too. Look at all those traps going on top of that that Hound right there, but the pups are there to try and help things out. Hasted along, rage spell right on top of the enemy queen, and she is taken down, and now the rest of this attack is just going to be completely just wrecking this base, taking out all of its loot. But like I was saying, I want you guys in the comments to let me know which of these attacks you like better. As a Town Hall 9, you can use Queen Pop, but you can't use Mass Miners. So I'm guessing that Town Hall 8s and 9s are going to lean towards the Queen Pop strategy because it's one that they can do. And the Town Hall 10s are probably going to be saying that they love that Mass Miner attack because when you get those miners, it's just a ton of fun, a totally new way to attack. As you can see, guys, the balloons are going through this base. The traps are beating up on us a little bit, so that's a little bit of concern. I could have thrown the poison on top of them, but I figured we would be okay. If that Hound pops, it will clean up those traps. But the rest of this, there we go, the Hound popped, and they're going after the traps. So these balloons can continue around the base. It worked out fairly well. And let's 4 times through the rest of it because we don't need to see all this. But look at those pups running there around the base, actually flying themselves around the base, cleaning things up, taking out the enemy king, Town Hall, Clan Castle, and trash buildings as well. Let's show you one more Mass Miner attack, guys, and then maybe I'll do a live Barch farm with you because, like you guys know, I like to stay in the Crystal Leagues, and sometimes, why don't we do this one right here? Let's scroll through. Oh, that's actually against me. Sorry, that was the wrong stuff I was looking at there. I want to just find a good Mass Miner attack that you guys will enjoy watching. And why don't we go in on this one right here? It's another 100%. It only uses 4 heal spells, and I don't use my queen or the archers in this one. It's a completely dead Town Hall 11. Mass Miners against dead bases are almost fail-proof. They're going to go through that every single time, unless if you really mess up on those heal spells, and they're going to take all of the loot. And like I said, in the Crystal Leagues, guys, there's tons of dead bases for Town Hall 10s. If you're a Town Hall 10 in farming, Crystal is where you should be. Now, one other thing that I was trying to tell you earlier that's important about doing all this farming is dead bases are key, guys. You really want to get the dead ones if possible. You can push as well while you try to farm, but in my opinion, I'd rather get the dead bases over the large loot bonuses. Just my personal opinion is all. The miners are there in the core underneath that heal spell. And I have 2 more heals in the bag. I'm going to heal up 1 more time in the core, especially around that Tesla farm. As you can see, the miners are under a lot of fire there with the Wizard Tower, the cannon, and those Teslas. But the heal spell is going to get the job done. I think I missed a few of those miners over there. They were just outside of the heal, unfortunately. But we do have plenty. There are more coming around the western side of the base there. They're going to join the party and help take out a lot of these defenses. Teslas are going to go down really soon. I didn't even use my archers, guys. It was just a nice attack, but in the stream tonight, I was in Crystal 3. I worked my way up to Crystal 1 just using Laloon and Mass Miner in the 2 hours of farming. So now my job is to use Barch to go all the way back down to Crystal 3 so that I can go and do the same thing over again. It's an up and down process. So as you can see with my Barch right there, I have 160 archers and 80 barbarians. What I'm going to do right now is go into a live Barch attack with you guys to show you how I drop cups and gain loot at the same time. The first base I ran into, guys, is one that is beautiful for Mass Miner. Barch can get it done too. It's not going to get all of the loot out of the base, but it can get some of it. So what I'm going to do is pick away at some of those buildings that are really on the outside that can just basically steal the loot. And it seems that there's only 2 of them, maybe this dark drill as well. Yep. And the rest of these, I'm going to throw a couple of archers on that. I take my time. I really try and get use my troops wisely. I don't want to waste elixir. And I really want to get as much of the loot out of the base as I can, especially on a base like this that has so much loot in it. You really don't want to mess it up. You really want to try and grab as much as you can. Now the barbarians are used basically to shield for those archers. If I could keep the archers far enough away, it won't engage the enemy queen. Up, she was engaged, so we're gonna forget about that spot for now. I have 2 elixir collectors there and a gold mine right there. They may be a little tough to get to. I do have my queen, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in a bunch of barbarians over here just to distract, and then the archers are gonna go in behind, try and take out all of that elixir that's in there. There we go. They're going to do a nice job. I'm going to get that elixir. Maybe I can even get some of that dark elixir. We'll see what those archers' reach can do, and if those barbarians can break through that wall. I do want that elixir. Oh, nice mortar right there. Took my stuff out really quickly. Let's distract again and go in with more archers right there on that elixir collector. And the barbarians, we'll send them over here. See if my queen will go after those and try and steal that right there. That's a little tricky right there. See if it could work. She's worked. Nope, I got a little bit, but not all of it. Now, where do I want to send in my queen? I'm going to send her in, I think, right over here. Right over there. There we go. And then I'll send all these guys in as well. Just try and steal whatever I can from the outside of this base. And see if I can get in any of these collectors over here that I had forgotten about earlier on. I'm going to use the queen's ability right here, and look at that. I got a decent amount of loot. I didn't get as much gold as I would have liked to get out of this base. There was a mine that I missed, and there seems to be some gold in the storages. Actually, there's 2 mines that I missed. We'll get rid of this last barbarian, and we'll get out of here, and that's exactly how I drop cups, guys. Sorry I wasn't watching the screen the whole time. I was trying to just get as much loot as I could, but as you can see, got great elixir. It only cost about 50,000 elixir, maybe 60 to tramp this army, and I got 500. So really nice elixir right there. What I do, I come back in here, I train up another 80 barbarians, approximately, whatever I can get close to it, and the rest are going to be archers, and that's what we do. We do that process until I get myself down to crystal 3, and then I will miner my way back up, and actually maybe I'll use some queen pop now too. I want to get up on that strategy as well. But guys, that's been it. A little bit of farming today, some big loot. Let me know in the comments below which you prefer, the queen pop or the mass miner. Remember, you could always use that Barch attack too, guys. I love it. I love those 3 attack strategies. Lots of fun. Loon is always a lot of fun too, but that zap quake on that air defense really makes for a solid attack, making it the queen pop. Thank you, Cast and Blast, for that strategy, man. And guys, thanks so much for coming down to the channel today. If you haven't yet subscribed and joined the ETM fam, you definitely should right now. And remember, I come out with Clash of Clans and a little bit of Clash Royale content, but I do it every single day, and I live stream every other day. Hopefully I see you guys in those streams. It's a ton of fun, great community supporting. And also, if you're not following me yet on Twitter, please do, @EchoThroughMe. Guys, I'll see all of you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good.